Yeah, lots of magic to look forward to and some magic happening right now, right here. We're talking about functional flow exercises. Now, this is a great way for you to get up, get warmed up right now. You can get off the couch, get out of the bed, and this is a great gym session you can depend on, or depending on the intensity which you can do it. It can also be a workout on its own entirely. It doesn't matter as long as you get involved. Now, these individual exercises themselves are highly functional. It requires strength, conditioning, agility, and mobility, and this is all at the same time. So we're ticking so many boxes this morning, and we've got a specialist in the building. He's huge. He's the tallest man I've ever seen in the studio. I'll be honest with you. He's going to make me look like Carl Wasey this morning. His name is Heinrich Basson in the building. There he is. How are you doing this morning, brother?
Thank you so much.
Good to have you, man.
Thanks so much for having me on the show this morning. I think I could not have had a better intro that Carl gave me a little bit earlier on. So I got to try and live up to the standards here.
Just being here, you're living up to the standard, man. You're like proof in the pudding. I think Zanzi's going to want to find out how do I get this tall and how do I get this body, man. So hopefully you can show us some of that right now.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, the whole point of this morning is kind of just get into a functional flow. So the whole emphasis is, as you quite rightly mentioned, it's about moving the body in a few different areas. We have primal movements as humans that we kind of want to include in our sort of exercise regime since we do it on a daily basis. So, you kind of want your exercise to translate into, you want to say, daily life. It's probably the best way to go about it.
I like that, man. So let's get moving. I think Mzansi's about ready to join us. Get the slippers off, get on the ground, get out of the couch, get out of the bed, and let's get moving. Andy's here to show us out. So what's the first move, man?
So first things first, we're going to take it sort of really basic. It's something that everybody should be able to do. Just tone down the intensity where you need to. Okay. So we're going to start off. You're going to go down into the haunches. You're literally going to try and keep the body as sort of extended as possible.
Right.
You're going to walk your way down completely to horizontal. Ensure that the core is contracted. So with that being said, you're just nice and flat back. Okay. From there, you walk your way back up, nice and controlled, all the way to standing. Once again, we'll just run through it one more time. Just touch base. We're going down. We're walking nice and controlled, all the way down to horizontal. Check yourself just before you get up. Can't do any harm. Back we go, all the way up to standing.
Two things I'm noticing though. I don't know if this is a workout, a warm-up, or an exercise. It feels like all of it in one. But two things I'm feeling. A lot of stimulation in the shoulders, bit of a stretch in the glutes as well. Is that normal, lower back as well?
It's a nice full body extension, hence we like to start with. It kind of really loosen up the entire body.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the rust is breaking
Before we sort of head into, I want to say, more isolation work as we go into the next couple of exercises. So with that being said, it'll be the squat. So for the squat itself, we're going to add a bit of a twist to it. Quite literally, a little figuratively as well. We're going to squat your way down. From there, you're going to get back up for me, and you're just twisting. When you're twisting, twist off the right foot. If you're going towards the left side, twist back, we're squatting down, you twist off the left side. And once again, the nice element here is we're working on primal movement of a squat, but also a twist. We twist on numerous occasions during our everyday. It doesn't matter what you do, what your occupation is, what your lifestyle is, we twist.
Yeah, and thoracic movement's good for us, man, especially for people that are sitting all day, people that are not using it. Movement is key, so this is going to enforce some blood flow and get the body alive again, right?
Yeah, it's all about just blood flow at the end of the day.
Love it. I want to get my blood flowing while you talk. I like this one. And it's got a natural feel and a flow to it as well. It's not like there's much impact. It almost feels like
It's once again just to kind of extend. You want to go from flexion to extension. You want to use your joints in a few different manners and ensure you're twisting properly. As we go from the squat, we're moving into, I'd say, sort of, touching base with our first movement to get into the position to do the next exercise. So you're going to walk your way down for me, nice and simple. Once again, ensure you have quality of movement. From there, all we're doing is in a stable position, even more so important to be in a sort of stable, I want to say core-based movement. So from there, you're going to take your opposite hand, opposite shoulder, you're touching base, you're going back, you're switching sides. Now the key here is you want to keep the body as still as possible.
I was just going to ask, is it normal for me to feel like I'm about to fall over?
You can feel like you want to fall over, just don't fall over. That's the main thing.
Fight it.
Fight the urge. So once again, you're touching again. The nice thing is you can speed up the process or the movement if you really feel the need to. But once again, I do stress that.
I feel like the slower you go, the more control you're forcing on the core, especially.
I do stress that it's all about kind of what you feel comfortable with at the end of the day.
And I'm feeling my body shaking. Is that normal? Is that okay?
100%.
All right. So Zanzi, you're shaking with me right now at home, on the couch, wherever you are. Don't worry, we're doing the right thing. We got this. Just stop yourself from falling over, and the core is going to feel burning just like mine.
From there, as we finish our movement, you're again going to just stress the importance of still properly getting back up. There's no point in doing exercise extremely well, but then to get into it and get out of the movement, you kind of let go of all the aspects.
And then you compromise all that good work.
Exactly.
I like that. Quality always over quantity.
Exactly.
Stuff, man.
From there, we've got one more movement we're going to touch base with, isolated wise. There's going to be some reverse lunging. So, for your lunges, I want to stress the importance of, again, don't be afraid to take a nice big step back. A lot of times people make the mistake of sort of capping their movement, which means that you're not getting a quality repetition in, and as much as you're not getting quality, you're actually also putting yourself at risk for unnecessary injuries, niggles, knee pain, back pain.
Essentially just selling yourself short at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Quality time means you get all of it out at the same time.
I mean, for people who love exercise, I always say, you know, you want to get the best out of your exercise. For people who absolutely, you know, find it particularly challenging, we're not going to use the word hate, particularly challenging as well. You want to get the best out of it, you know, whilst you're doing it.
Got you, man.
So, from standing position, you're going to lunge your way back, ensure that the weight is on the front leg. As we get back up, you're pushing once again off that front leg to get standing.
And then the same thing on the other side.
Exactly. So be careful just to, I want to say careful, be wary is probably a better word, to ensure that as you alternate the reps, that you don't lose track of where your shift of balance should be. Or your loading, if you want to use another word for that.
Brilliant. Yes, man.
Again, let's just run through it one more time. Nice big step back. You're going to go from there, up. You're going to switch the legs. Nice and controlled. Up we go. Switching the legs. One more rep just for good measure.
Right.
And we recover.
Heinrich, brother, that was awesome. I know we can also have the option of putting these all together and getting a flow. We've worked out enough as it is. Mzansi, I hope you enjoyed that as well. Worked myself up a sweat, man. You want to grab a little drink before we get the day done? Get it started, of course. It's nice and fresh. And that's the perfect way to get started. Heinrich is the specialist here. You can find him online. Get him on Instagram as well. Get your flow on all the way into the weekend. Cheers, brother.
Thanks so much.